Hey guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new and returning, I welcome you. My name is Angie and I'm a twin flame channel. So I actually want to let you guys know that this Sunday, which is May 7th at 12 p.m. EST, I will be going live for those of you guys who would like to get a free mini reading. If you guys would like to attend the live and want to get a little mini reading, you guys can attend. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel and supporting me. For those of you guys who have booked personal and private readings and services, I thank you guys so much for your love and support. So for today's reading, we're going to be tapping in to see what big shifts are going to be taking place in your life in regards to love, relationship, career, whatever spirit really wants to feel called to bring out. We're going to be seeing in regards to what is going to be happening for you this full moon cycle. So this full moon is a massive time of transformation for a lot of the collective, especially if you are a water sign and have a water sign sun. This is going to be a massive transformation time that's going to be happening. So my mom actually was just calling me. So for a lot of you guys, there might be some mother energy that might be coming forward as well for you guys to heal, transmute, transcend as well this full moon. There might be other stuff in terms of your ancestry that might be coming up as well, as I know that all things that happen in a reading are actually a part of the reading for a reason. So enough of me talking. We have 3 piles for you guys to choose from. We have pile number 1, which is this Purpurite crystal. We have pile number 2, which is Kunzite. And pile number 3, which is this desert rose. So do your thing, guys. Pick your pile, and I'll see you wonderful folks in your reading. Thank you so much, and talk to you just now. Hey, my wonderful pile number 1. So thank you guys so much for joining. If you guys are new and returning, my name is Angie and I am a twin flame channel. So for today, we're going to be tapping in regards to what big shifts are going to be taking place for you, collective, after the eclipse full moon. So the eclipse full moon is actually taking place in the sign of Scorpio on Friday, May the 5th. So after the eclipse, we'll see, because this is supposed to be an eclipse that brings forth a lot of your fears, your insecurities, things that were hidden within your self-conscious coming to a light. This is also going to be a time of good luck and also learning from the past for a lot of you guys who are also watching this as well. So I'm also want to let you guys know that this weekend on May the 7th, I will be doing a live mini reading for the collective, for those of you who feel called to join. So if you feel called and would like to get a live little mini reading, you guys can attend the live session. So I'm going to be, when I upload this video, I'm also going to upload the information for those of you guys who are interested and want to come and join me and hang out. So let us tap in and see what needs to be said. This is the second time, pile number 1, I'm recording it. So the very first time I did, I actually lost the information. So it was like deleted from my phone, and I was having a lot of like memory issues and whatever in terms of my phone that I had been recording on. So this is going to be the second time. So we'll see if the same message comes back. If not, then I take it as the first message that came forward was actually a message for me that I needed to know in regards to my situation for the eclipse. But let us tap in. If you chose Purpurite, this is your read. So we have Chiron, healer. So healing powers, growth, amends, release, personal development, inherit issues, self-doubt, generational trauma, shame, sensitivity, forgiveness, superpowers, divinity, cleansing, softness, and pain. So Chiron is one of the healers that are part of Greek mythology. So Chiron's energy had the ability to heal other people, but Chiron didn't have the ability to heal themselves. So from this full moon and this big energy that's coming forward and shift, I see for you guys that this is going to give you an opportunity to be able to work on a lot of your fears, your insecurities, things that are within your self-conscious. You're going to have the ability to overcome them and then be able to work on your expansion as a result of this. So this is very much giving a vibe of you actually being able to heal some intergenerational trauma that also might be present. A lot of us don't realize, but we are actually carrying the karma or the pain from our ancestors as well in lifetimes too, especially if you resonate as a twin flame. Because with the twin flame collective, we carry the karma from our parents, their parents, our grandparents, and so on and so forth. So we carry the karma for 7 generations that have come before us, and we help to bridge in and create a new timeline or a new template for the 7 generations that will then follow after us. So with that being said, us as twin flames usually come with a lot of trauma, a lot of pain, a lot of issues and turmoil that we've experienced in our life. And the purpose of that is so that we're able to show our family, show the world, society, that no matter how situations may seem bleak, there is an opportunity to be able to shift this and manifest your highest timeline as well. So what I see here with this is a lot of things that might have been hidden. You know, you're finally going to be able to make amends with yourself, most importantly, and amends with a lot of the people in your life as well, too. So this is also going to be a period of professional development. So for those of you guys who have been sleeping on yourself, perhaps, and thinking that now is not the time to go to school, now is not the time to start a new career, now is not a time to leave a family situation, or whatever it is that you need to leave behind in order to step onto your soul path and have that true transformation and deep healing. Chiron, this moon cycle, is going to be calling upon you to release any fears, any self-doubt, any regrets of shame, and really embody that sense of forgiveness, most importantly with self, and forgive the people that may have wronged you in the past as well. This is also going to be bringing up a lot of what was hidden in your self-conscious with the moon card here as well, right? So, and these are lilies, right? Lilies are also about transformation. So this is going to allow what was unseen to be seen, and for you to purge that, heal it, transmute it, transcend it, and be able to move on. So let's see, for some of you guys who might not know what this is in your self-conscious, Spirit is calling you to pull some tarot cards on that. So let's see. We have the King of Wands, right? The King of Wands is someone who is a leader. So this is going to allow you to step onto your mission work, your life purpose, your soul path, what you've been sent here in this lifetime to do. As if you are watching this, you are clearly someone who is intuitive, and you have a lot of gifts and talents that the collective would benefit from just by you working on healing yourself. So this moon cycle is going to allow you to step into your soul purpose, life work, mission work, what you've been sent here in this lifetime to achieve. You are a leader, pile number 1. You are a leader big time. We also have the Hanged Man. So this is all about getting a different introspection. It's also giving forth Piscean energy, right? Pisces is a sign that is all about intuitive imagination, right? Being able to dream, right? They are also very spiritual as well. So sometimes when Pisces is in their dark attribute, there's escapism that can also be present, and indecisiveness. So maybe there's some sort of decision that you guys have been indecisive about for quite a while. This full moon is finally going to bring you the clarity that you need to be able to run from what no longer serves in order to step onto a path that serves you. Maybe a lot of you guys have been drowning out your pain in work, or you have been running from, the truth of everything. But I feel for you guys, this moon cycle is really going to allow the truth to finally set you free. The truth of what you really want and what you need to bring yourself into total wholeness with self. So a lot of you guys might have friendships or people that you have been attached to for a while, that finally you will have the courage to release that, because let's say these people are not in alignment, or they don't share the same type of values that you have, or maybe it's a situation that's based upon codependency, where you have stayed with these people over and over again because you were too afraid to let your real self be seen, right? Leo is, the King of Wands is Leo energy, right? Leo is the leader. Leo takes action. Leo is someone who is very authoritative. They are someone who is confident. They speak their truth. They are also a lover as well, right? They love to be in the limelight. So maybe there's some sort of YouTube channel that you're meant to start, or there's some sort of mission in regards to humanitarian matters that you need to now embark on as well, that you have been resisting. But this moon cycle, you'll finally put an end to that and stop the self-sabotage and actually take control of your life, freeing yourself from situations that do not resonate. Leave other people to do their own mission work, to figure out their soul path, to figure out what they were called here in this lifetime to do. Often as well, so the lesson as well about Chiron, right? Chiron giving its power away to heal other people. But Chiron could not heal himself because the energy or the power that he needed to heal himself, he had been spending on other people. So this full moon cycle is going to finally allow you what you need to do in terms of being able to finally invest in yourself rather than investing in other people. So actually I'm telling you, so it's the same message I'm feeling that's going to be coming back for pile number 1. So pile number 1, you got to go to Indigo. You got to go to Indigo and you got to get this book, Codependent No More. This book, I'm telling you, when I started reading this, I was like, bitch, this book is on point. I was like, oh my gosh, where have you been my whole life? But I realized at the time I wasn't ready to read it, right? But now that I need to read something in order to gain an introspection, I've finally been able to get the materials that I need to be able to close out even cycles for myself. I grew up, for instance, in a single parent household, right? I was the oldest of 3 children. So as a result of that, I've taken on the responsibility of caretaker, taking care of everyone's needs and wants but myself for a very long time. So in this process of the full moon, right, this energy is very much resonating even with myself, right, in terms of confirmation, in terms of what I've been picking up on intuitively, right, as we are one collective. So my concern is also somebody else's concern that they need guidance and support with, right? But me being the leader that I am, right, and you guys watching my YouTube platform, this is what is going to help with someone getting clarity about what they weren't seeing. So get yourself this book. This is an amazing book, Codependent No More by Melanie Beattie. Right? This is a #1 New York Times bestseller book. And for a reason, because she shares stories about people who stay in bad situations because of codependency. Right? So a lot of you guys I'm also seeing here, there's a need to rethink some sort of approach or rethink a situation that also might not be serving you, but you need to spend some time working on yourself and healing yourself so that you're able to see what you can't see. We also have Jupiter, which is expansion. So what I see here as well is that this is going to be a time of you going on some sort of pilgrimage or quest of finding yourself or redefining yourself as well. I also see here some sort of ascension that's going to be taking place for you that's going to help you leap onto your next timeline. It's also going to bring a lot of positive vibes and positive energy that's going to be coming your way as well, because you've now released what no longer serves. So it's like those people, I feel like, have been your karma for a very long time. Those people, places, situations, whatever your storyline is that has been holding you back, is when you finally decide that you're going to reclaim your energy and call your energy back to yourself. This is where your life starts to change and you finally get to close out a cycle of your life that no longer serves you. So I feel for a lot of you guys, you're going to get a lot of good luck, a lot of serendipity events, a lot of random occurrences of just good luck that's coming back to you. I'm hearing a stroke of genius. So for a lot of you guys, there might be some sort of winnings that you get or unexpected income that comes in as well. And this is all a part of the universal bank of spirit, I'm hearing as well for you guys. Because of your good work, your good deeds, you're going to be rewarded because you have let go this burden, this baggage that was holding you back from your transformation. So even though we think that we can try to, let's say, save other people or help other people or stay in a situation that we know isn't for our highest good, we are delaying their evolutionary process, and most importantly, we are delaying our own evolutionary process. So when we are in this hangman energy, right, the hangman is also an energy of enlightenment, right? The hangman is enlightened. They see the unseen. They see the bigger picture of situations in terms of what it really is. So when we are in this hangman energy, we're finally able to break the chains that constrict us, that tell us that we're not good enough, that tell us that, you know, we need to stay in the status quo, that tell us that this is our limitations or this is what we can only work on or achieve, right? When we finally are able to take our power back and reclaim our strength and energy for ourselves, this is where we're finally able to free ourselves from outdated beliefs that maybe family members, friends, society, groups, activities, people at church, whatever you resonate with had been telling you. You finally are able to free yourself and liberate yourself from the mental slavery. You know, you free yourself from some sort of situation that is just not resonating. But I feel this is the first time that you guys are going to be able to see the bigger picture of your situation. What you were not seeing prior, or could not see prior, will now be able to allow you to move on and be able to create a new timeline for yourself. I'm also noticing here the person is jumping as well in the air. It looks like they're jumping to me. So what I see with this as well is it's giving me very much like a vibe as well of you finally being able to quantum leap is what I'm being told. There's some sort of ascension, like a leap path. I'm seeing a frog as well. You guys might resonate with the energy of a spirit frog or a spirit animal that's a frog as well too. I'm noticing the green here, so this is heart chakra, so being able to follow your passions. I'm also seeing red here, so this is all about roots, so how you were raised, you know, looking at those ideologies, looking at those self-limiting beliefs or things that people told you that you weren't good enough or you couldn't make it or you might not have amounted to anything. You're finally able to free that, liberating yourself from your situation. I'm also noticing here this orange and yellow. So this is all about finally releasing ego, right? Ego from the lower chakras and heading into the upper chakras, the heart activation, right? Some sort of rainy cloud or cycle of pure just karma, pain, suffering is finally going to be freeing, right? Because I'm noticing here as well, right, that Even in the card, like the sky is dark, but it is like hopeful as well in the background, is what I'm seeing here as well. So it's like a hopeful new beginning, a hopeful fresh start. You know, hopeful prosperity as well is what I'm hearing too. Enlightenment, total enlightenment. No longer living in the shadows, playing it small in relationships, playing it small in situations. Finally being able to free yourself from that programming, that template that no longer works. Liberation is a must. You must free your mind so that you're able to lead other people just as Chiron heals others, right? So through my voice, through this reading, it's going to be providing healing to someone who needed to hear this the most. Because sometimes we doubt ourselves, even though we already have the answers that we already know, but sometimes we doubt ourselves. But we're more stronger than what we realize. We have the power to change anything that we feel called to change, but we just have to believe in ourselves. And sometimes we have to use our own strength to heal ourselves so that we can heal other people as well too. Right? Issues that we've inherited, right? Lifetime after lifetime, staying in situations that just cause us pain. Finally being able to cleanse that, heal that. You know, and allow miracles to unfold for us every day. Because we know that miracles happen. You know, God provides to us everything that we need to be able to prosper. This is a big fated event for you, pile number 1. This is a serious accolade that you're going to be climbing over. And just know that you're not alone. If you want to talk, I've also introduced that on my website with Angie. Talk to Angie for it's like we can talk over WhatsApp. I've now introduced WhatsApp as well. So if you're interested, you guys can check that out too on my website. But definitely, this is a serious, serious, serious awakening that's happening for pile number 1. Big time, massive awakening and endings. This is very much giving Saggy vibes as well, even though Sagittarius isn't here, right? But Jupiter is here, which is Saggy. So Saggy is also all about broadening your horizons, seeing what's out there, you know, being innovative. I'm a Sagittarius ascendant, so I know all about that. You know, Sagittarius is an energy that seeks to travel, seeks to explore, seeks to find philosophical meanings of things. You know, it doesn't just settle with the status quo. They look to expand their horizons beyond what other people may even be able to see, because other people are afraid to take risks or chances. But being that gambler with the dice here is what is going to allow you to finally step onto your truth and live in a life of freedom and prosperity and blessings. Some of you guys might even be called to change homes, change cities, change environments this full moon cycle as well. Take a trip, you know, travel somewhere, broaden your horizons, see what's out there. You know, maybe you were told, you know, be careful, you know, like anything could happen to you, but you're finally going to not listen to the opinion of other people and start listening to your own intuition to guide you in terms of what you need. This is a massive leap of faith you guys are going to be taking as well. Let's see what else, Spirit. This is a deep read, guys. This is a serious one. Massive awakening. Not that I've gone through, you know, I'm still going through my own awakening, but my channeling is becoming more and more stronger, I tell you, as time goes on. So look at this giraffe, its third eye. So see, we talked about this, process of attunement, maintaining the balance with grace. So a lot of you guys are being attuned at this time, which is, as I said, an ascension that's taking place. And this is specifically targeting your third eye. So a lot of you guys maybe your psychic abilities might be becoming more and more profound as time goes on. You guys also might be someone who may be accustomed to worrying about situations, but I feel recently you've let go some sort of worry or fear about situations, and you've kind of surrendered to the universe. You surrendered to the divine and allowed whatever process is meant to unfold for you to actually unfold for you, rather than living your life in fear, wondering, you know, what will everything work out? What will happen? You guys are finally surrendering to your truth and following your true north here as well. You're following your North Star, right? Your North Node is all about your life purpose. You guys are finally letting this go and realizing that it's time. The time is now. I'm hearing the money is now. So for some of you guys, it's like some sort of investment. You guys are going to be getting good payout from that too. Something along those lines. And the butterfly is here. So the butterfly is also all about transformation as well. Very symbolic time for you guys. This is deep. we have another giraffe. So maybe there's some sort of message as well about the giraffe power animal or spirit animal. Let me see what they want to say about giraffe energy. Let's see, giraffe, spirit animal. Yeah, so the giraffe totem animal is all about remaining grounded. So for some of you guys, you might be feeling a surge of energy that's coming to the forefront as well. So Spirit is saying that when you feel these surges of energy or power, you guys may need to walk around barefoot outside, touch some trees, connect with nature to help yourself power through this time as you go through this ascension process that's happening. But I feel that your power animal right now at this time for a lot of you guys is the giraffe. So they want me to read this actually. So it says, you are above humanity. You are called for a purpose. You are divine. You are chosen. Only you can see above others. Your light is needed. Shine your light bright, loved ones, and help raise the vibration of Mother Gaia. So this is beautiful. This is like heavy. Like you're ascended so much that you are now the leader. You're standing out in the pack, which makes sense because the giraffe, spirit animal, the giraffe's neck is so tall that it sees above everything. It knows all, sees all, feels all, understands all. All right, because it sees above everything. You guys are definitely going through an ascension because giraffe is high up. You're showing me an escalator, an elevator. Maybe some of you guys may be having dreams about elevators recently or escalators. That is a sign of ascension as well. So let's see what else. I'm really liking your energy, pile number one. This is on point. You guys are definitely ascended. I'm hearing Ascended Masters, so a lot of Ascended Masters might be with you at this time. You may resonate with the energy of Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael as well, too, is what I'm being told. So definitely heavy Ascension vibes are coming forward as well. Ascended Masters working with you, supporting yourself, supporting your connection, supporting your love life, supporting you in general as you go through this Ascension process. It's been divinely guided to happen. It's time. We also have your animals. So interesting. Like we talked about those spirit animals or power animals, and here we have a card here. So it says, do you feel free or stifled? Is your situation making you feel caged or unhindered? What would you like to take some risk? So this is all about taking a leap of faith, and the stag energy is an energy of the divine masculine, right? So this is all about reclaiming that divine masculine energy within self, being able to go on a quest. This is also giving me like wolf vibes, right? The wolf, a lone wolf, can be good by itself. It can also be good with others. So this is all about taking that quest, right? Traveling, going on that discovery as I talked about, because wolves also travel as well too. So this is a time of travel, self-discovery, redefining yourself in a different way. And when you emerge, or when you're ready to show the world the real you or the new you again, this is going to be in more of a profound way that even your people, your peers, will be shocked at how much you have changed in such a short period of time. This is giving like a 3 months type of pilgrimage, or even a 6 months pilgrimage. This is all about reclaiming your energy and moving into the highest vibration of self. This is also card number 10, right? 10s are all about endings and new beginnings as well. So some sort of chapter in your life is coming to an end, and you guys might be feeling a little bit scared, anxious, but just know that it's for the highest good of everyone involved. This had to happen this way so that you were able to step on into union. A lot of you guys are going to be coming into union. I'm hearing October, maybe a significant month for you guys, and that is Libra season, right? Libra is all about balance, right? Healing karma, right? Past life issues. So I feel that there's some sort of union that is on the horizon, but it's like this is the preparation of union is what I'm feeling from this reading as well, with a love interest, especially if you know you're in a soulmate or higher level soulmate dynamic. We also have back here, the card came back from the previous reading I did, transformation, right? So there's another card that speaks to transformation as well. So commit to taking action on new ideas and longing. Take a leap of faith, begin again. So this is all about transforming. This is also number 10. And your twin is also mirroring this energy as well. Like intuitively, I feel they also know a situation, a cycle that they've been in is stifling their potential in terms of them reaching where they were meant to be in this lifetime. It's a burden, and they're going to be releasing this as well. Especially if you know your twin as an FYI is with a karmic partner or in a karmic job, they're finally going to be getting the courage to walk away from it completely and transform their life for the rest. This is like a pinnacle moment for the rest of their life. This type of fated event that you guys are going through is going to catapult you guys into a higher vibrational frequency that is going to change the rest of your life. I feel for a lot of you guys, you will never forget this cycle that you're going into right now. This is going to be a memorable moment forever. But it was that decision that you took that changed your life forever. So if you've been feeling called to close that job out, close that relationship that might not be serving you, whatever it is that you've been called to get rid of, now is the time, because your twin is mirroring this energy as well too. And you are grounding this energy for the both of you guys so that you're able to come into union in this lifetime. October, I think you guys will probably be in union. Like October, you guys will probably be like the late half of this year. Early next year, you guys will be in sacred union. It's already, I feel, happened in the 3D or in the 5D, but it's just that something needs to shift in the 3D to change the trajectory. This is like giving, like needing to have some sort of like hard conversations or speak some sort of hard truth as well. We also have Earth Warrior. So you guys, again, are powerful, more powerful than what you realize. This is all about reclaiming your power, going with the flow. This is a card number 7, which is the Chariot, Cancerian energy, right? Cancer energy is all about going with the flow. We're also very intuitive. I'm a Cancer sun and moon. So we're always about going with the flow, right? We have a big imagination. We're also people that are very protective of the things that we love, right? We also have a sensitive side to us as well too. And we're very sympathetic towards others. So this is all about stepping into the energy of forgiveness and stepping onto the energy of courage and strength to be able to close out situations that don't serve you. And this full moon is going to give you the strength to actually take charge of your life. Take back your power once and for all. So it says your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So some of you guys may also be a Capricorn watching this as well. We also had with the King of Wands, Leo. So maybe Libra also, because I did mention that. So we have Leo with the King of Wands. Could be the opposite polarity as well. It could be an Aquarius. We also have Pisces and Virgo with the Hangman. So we have your time for healing, Balsamic Moon. So again, your hard work is paying off. So don't ever doubt yourself and think that everything you went through was for nothing, right? Everything happens for a reason. But this is putting you on path in terms of unlocking your full potential. It's a time for healing. So the healing cycle is now on point for you guys. It's time to heal. It's time to work on yourself. As I said, disconnect, discharge, whatever you need to do from people, places, situations that don't serve you. I feel that if you guys don't do it, you will get a tower moment. But I feel for a lot of you guys who are watching this, you already knew that. And that's why you guys are doing this. And it says balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Right? So this is a time of balance. Reclaiming your 3D self and spiritual self. Right? So 3D and 5D self. Coming into full balance. And I'm also noticing here 2 fish. It's very much giving me a vibe of a twin flame ring. So a lot of you guys might resonate as a twin flame, twin soul. Might be in a soulmate, higher level soulmate dynamic. So I feel for this, it's like giving very much like the momentum for you guys to balance your masculine and feminine sides of self. It's like yin yang is what I'm feeling here as well. Very much yin yang. And there's some sort of truth that has to be spoken or revealed as well with the blue. Blue is throat chakra. So you guys may be getting an increase or an activation in your throat chakra in the next few weeks. Is what I see here with this full moon. It's like something has to be said. Cycle closing so a new beginning can be born. But you guys have already started to close out things anyways. So I feel like you guys will be okay in the end. So that's what I have for you guys in pile number 1. I thank you guys for watching. If this reading resonates, you guys can feel free to check out my website if you'd like to book any of my readings or services that I do offer. If you have questions, you guys can WhatsApp me. You guys can email me as well. I thank you guys so much for your love and support. And if this resonates, you guys can also subscribe to the channel, like the video so it brings up the algorithm, and other people who might be in the same similar situation can get clarity too about their purpose and what they need to be focusing on as well for this full moon. Or there might be other content that they need to hear as well that may resonate. So this will help with the algorithm. Thank you guys so much. I'll send you guys lots of love and light. Take care, guys. Hey, my wonderful pile number 2s. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new and returning, I welcome you. My name is Angie and I'm a Twin Flame channel. So for today's message, actually before we tap in, I wanted to let you guys know that I'll be going live this Sunday, May the 7th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys would like to get a free personal mini reading, you guys can check out the live so that you're able to get a little reading in regards to your personal situation at this time. So this is for those of you guys who chose Kunzite. So Kunzite is a stone that resonates with those of you who are looking to cut out what no longer serves you. So there's some sort of cutting of some sort of situation perhaps, or something that no longer serves you. I also got a few channeled messages when I was shuffling. I was actually dancing and what while I was shuffling the deck, and I was like, what the heck? So I got de jour sexy 19. So something about your sexual energy is calling this person in. There could even be some sort of age gap as well, where you and this person might have a substantial age difference, but something about that is what makes you alluring to this person, is what I'm feeling as well. And so the more that you build your confidence and the more that you work on your body, work on yourself, this is what is calling this person into you. So it feels like a situation. I know the viewers in pile number 1 were working on their body, working on themselves, building up their courage, working on their strength. So maybe there might be additional messages in pile number 1, or it might not be, right? But I feel there's something about a connection of the energy of pile number 1 with pile number 2 is what I'm already feeling intuitively. So I also got another song, which is JBC by WizKid, which the person in the song was mesmerized by the person's beauty and charm. So they wanted to spoil the person. And I'm also like, JBC actually in Yoruba means collect debt for you. So it's like this person may have taken on some sort of debt or responsibility, maybe in another connection, maybe that wasn't even connected to you, or maybe they're feeling like they want to spoil you, take care of you, take on whatever is necessary to make this work. Have a family with you, have some sort of life with you is what I'm feeling here as well. So let's turn over these cards because I haven't looked at these puppies, and let's see what they're all about in regards to the overall energy of this transformation. So what big shifts will be taking place after the eclipse in regards to your love life and more? Let's see. So we have the 11th house. So the edge. So friendship, group creativity, community, humanity, hope, tribe, festivals, discoveries, common goals, startups, rebellion, experimentation, and future. So already I'm feeling like this is a vibe of needing to expand in terms of the future. So this is all about coming to the edge. Like some sort of transformative process is grounding, it feels like, for the viewers of this connection. But this is all about discovering, you know, what you may have in common in another relationship or connection. So maybe in your regards to your love life, you're used to being the one who takes on a lot of the burden, responsibility in the connection. You might be someone who feels a sense of duty and obligation to spoil whoever you're with or take care of them in some sort of way. Or maybe you feel that you want to be spoiled and taken care of in relationships, which who doesn't, right? But there's something about that energy that is now going to be shifting in regards to a perspective. I feel that this is going to allow some sort of renewed hope that will be taking place in regards to your love life. I also see as well that this is going to be some sort of startup, or maybe you'll decide to do some sort of rebellion type of behavior as well, because I'm noticing the edge. So it's like a discovery period of some sort of rebellious type of energy or spirit within yourself is going to be coming forward. So maybe it could be a vibe or a situation where you're used to, let's say, being in third parties. You're going to be walking away from that situation. Maybe now you desire to have like one person, or maybe you're used to dating people who are not available. So now this will be a situation where you finally decide to walk away from that. Or you might decide to go into a completely different direction in terms of your future, right? Maybe the person that you were with, you thought that there would have been some sort of common goal or common interest that you guys may have had, and then you realize actually no, it was maybe something based upon toxicity or needing to prove something. That might be coming up as well for you in the 11th house. We also have here as well surrendering. So this is about surrendering and karma. So this is going to be a cycle or a full moon release that makes you release a lot of karma. This is all tied into past lives as well. So the Akashic records, some of you guys may need to get a reading into regards to how your current life is currently playing out in regards to your current situation. I also do Akashic readings, so you guys can check out my website if you're interested in regards to seeing how your present life is currently playing out from a past life experience, because history has a way of repeating itself. So if you don't learn specific lessons in the past, then it manifests in regards to your everyday life until you have learned that lesson. You don't get to skip or avoid the rules, or no, you have to understand it so that you're able to then make a decision in regards to how you can move forward and release baggage. So maybe some of you guys are used to saying, or it could be even I'm getting this message as well, it might be for a small percentage of you guys. So maybe you guys are having some trouble in your twin flame dynamic, and you have decided that you wanted to go into another connection with someone else. So this is very much giving the vibe of you not going to be able to escape the lessons that you would have learned prior. I don't know why people think that, oh, well, my twin is not available or it's not working out, so let me go and manifest a soulmate of some sort. It's actually not going to be a soulmate. They will be an ascension partner is what you will manifest. Because that person is just a fill-in for your twin because they couldn't be there or you weren't willing to communicate with them to learn the lessons that you needed to learn. So Spirit brings in reinforcements to help you learn the lesson. So it's like some sort of past life situation, baggage from the past. This is what's going to be coming forward for you to heal, transcend, grow, and evolve from as well. So this is also giving an energy of being able to tap into your consciousness self, as well as what I see here, and really working on your forgiveness and trust. So some sort of restoration, restoral of maybe you guys have been feeling really down on your luck lately, or maybe you've been feeling like things are not working in your favor, or you have a lot of this extra baggage, right, about things that people, places, and things that may no longer resonate with you, but you're still holding on to it. So this full moon cycle eclipse is actually going to allow you to release this baggage to really work on. So I heard woke. So you guys are going to be going through a wake up. So an ascension, wake up call, perhaps an awakening is what I see here that might be actually happening for you guys as well. So this is all about your spiritual development. So a lot of you guys have a lot of psychic abilities, psychic gifts that are also going to be coming online during this eclipse. You might be already be someone who might be already intuitive, but this is going to be heightening as you go through this transformative process. You're going to be looking at a lot of your common goals that you might share with people, and you may realize that some of these goals no longer resonate, or the people that you attached yourself to, you guys no longer have the same type of interest in mind, or you guys are drifting apart, or something is not working. So it's like you're going to have to then go back and make adjustments based upon something that may have been hidden in your self-conscious. So maybe a contractual agreement that you may have had previously in the past, or a situation you may have had in the past with someone else. You are now going to be reviewing that in terms of what happened there and why this may have played out the rest of the trajectory for you. So maybe there was an opportunity or a chance or something you had to do in a previous relationship, or if you could go back in time, there's something that you did previously that you now are having second thoughts about that agreement. This is also going to be what will be up for renewal. So actually, I had a flashback. So maybe this story might actually help someone. So last night, it's funny that this is now coming up for my self-conscious, actually. So I couldn't remember. Okay, so last night I had a dream that I saw my twin and I and him were in bed together. So it wasn't that I was willing to go into bed because there was some sort of some sort of karmic was there, like a karmic partner that he has or whatever his situation was there as well. So then I was thinking to myself, I told him, I was like, I'm not coming in this bed with you. I'm like, there's no privacy here. I'm like, 3 is a crowd. I'm not interested in being in any third party situation. I'm not interested in whatever it is that you have to say. I told you what my requirements are in regards to moving this connection along. If you want to make changes, cool. If not, then no hard feelings. I'm just going to keep working on myself. So he actually was braiding my hair, and I was like, why are you braiding my hair? But he's like, oh, I can braid. You didn't know? I was like, okay, I guess. I was like, whatever. You want to braid my hair? Cool, braid my hair. So he braided my hair and stuff, and then I was like, oh, wow, you actually did a really good job. Like, it's really neat. It looks on point. I'm like, I didn't know you knew how to braid. He's like, yeah, of course, I know how to braid. I was like, all right. So then I took a step back from the situation, and then the karmic actually had some sort of journal or book. And in the journal or book, the date of the 12th, and it's funny that the 12th is actually here right now. The date of the 12th came forward, and it was March 12th, 2021 was when some sort of contractual agreement had started in regards to a connection with them. So I was like thinking in my bed, I was like, what the hell? March 12th, 2021, what the hell was I doing that day? And then I couldn't remember, but as I was doing this reading, it was like some sort of recall from my subconscious mind actually came to the forefront from doing this reading. So I remember very clearly that my twin actually came over to my house because he has a truck, I have a car, so I actually had bought my bike. So I bought like a bike because I love cycling and stuff, and I needed a new bike. So I asked him if he could go to the store, pick up the bike for me, and bring it back to my house. So he did that. And then we had a long, heartfelt conversation because he already knew that I was not willing to be in a third-party situation at all. he had told me that he had slept with someone else, or he had done some sort of sexual thing with somebody else. And I was like, look, that is it. Like, I feel like it's time for us to just like work on ourselves. And I'm like, I can't be in a situation where we're doing our thing and then I end up getting sick because you're out here doing your thing and I'm not sleeping with anyone else but you. And now we're going to be in this dynamic where you're out here in the streets. I'm like, no way. I am a queen and I deserve better than this. And I told him that. And then from that, it was like, I hadn't seen him after we had that long, heartfelt conversation where we stood in my kitchen. I hugged him. We talked. We held each other. I could tell that he wanted to cry, but it was like he was holding back tears. Because it's like at that point he knew that we were gonna be like separated, but it was like a separation of like 6 months or so, because I didn't see him again until like August. After August I didn't see him again until November. So it was like there was a big period of time where we weren't together. But during that time, I didn't know that he had already made plans to go and live with his karmic soulmate. So from that, me then realizing that situation, and that was when him and I went into our long separation, which lasted like 15 months, no contact. It was like long-winded separation. And so when that happened, actually, now that I'm doing this reading, it's actually recalling my memory, actually. So maybe this story will actually resonate with someone and help them in regards to the situation. So it was like very much a vibe where I knew for a while that he was not free, he was not single, and I was like, whatever. But a part of me was in denial about that. But this time, I'm not in denial. I know what it is. I gave him an ultimatum actually a few days ago, and I told him that I was not willing to participate in anything he had to say until he had made some significant changes. I didn't want to hear from him. So maybe for some of you guys, there's going to be some sort of communication or needing to speak up or speak some sort of truth to someone, basically, is what I'm seeing here as well. That's going to be coming up from your subconscious mind during this full moon period. So for a lot of you guys, maybe there's some sort of heartfelt or long-waited conversation that needs to happen with your counterpart. This is what's going to be coming forward. So maybe my twin is going to be having a conversation with a karmic based upon a conversation that I have with him. So it very much could be because I finally am able to draw that boundary and draw that line in the sand, that he's actually going to now realize that he needs to make some significant changes and surrender to the process of this connection. So we're already on track to be in union, but this is like the last bit of whatever he has going on that needs to be transmuted, right? So me actually being brave and setting that boundary is what will allow him to then go and set a boundary with someone else that he may have been giving his power away, or not may, he has been giving his power away to that person for a very long time. And that contractual agreement could have started even like a year and a half ago. So this is kind of like giving a vibe of some sort of contract finally coming to some sort of completion or closure as well, which is related to karma. So you guys may be going through endings of some sort of contractual agreements or things that you had put forward, and this is what's going to help with releasing a lot of this energy of baggage and things that no longer resonate. This is also going to allow you to start making real plans for the future, right? So thinking about what the future will really look like, your common interests and goals that you may share with someone else, could be a twin, a soulmate. This is also what's going to be coming up for review. Even friendships, groups, things that you were a part of. This is where you're finally going to be able to then go and like actually recall and, think about what happened in the past. So this is actually very interesting in terms of what's going to be happening for you guys. Let me pull some more cards. So I heard tower moment. So some of you guys may be getting a tower moment soon in regards to this shakeup or the shift. So maybe that conversation that you'll have with your person will actually create some sort of shift. We also have here games. Do you feel like you need more fun and play in your life? Is someone playing games in your working or professional life? Do you need a game plan to improve your status or direction? So this is exactly the energy that I was picking up on. For a lot of you guys, there is no plan. You don't really know what to do. There's an energy here of needing to surrender to the process and also get more in touch with that inner child. Being able to really work on the things in your personal life that may no longer serve you, or plan in terms of a game plan of your future. What do you want out of this lifetime? What are some sort of goals, expectations, visions, dreams, realities that you want to ground? If you're staying in something that is not for your highest good, this is taking away from your actual dreams. And I'm noticing this here as well. Dreams, right? So you're taking away from, you know, building a life that you always have wanted, because you may be staying in something that is not for your highest good. So you need to improve your direction in terms of how things may have gone in in your love life. So if it is that you're used to being in third parties, or let's say, for example, are the norm of your relationship, setting that healthy boundary and saying, no, I'm no longer willing to be in a third party situation. I don't care if, you know that you're my person and I'm your person or whatever. I'm not willing to stick around while you make that decision. I'm making a decision, which is to choose myself. Because I remember when I had that conversation with my twin too, actually, the point of the conversation was for me to tell him that I was choosing myself and I was working on myself, and he should do the same. So maybe there is a conversation that needs to be had, and I'm noticing 12-12 here again. So I heard 12-12 portal, so that's December. So maybe something happened in December, and now that is going to be coming to the light as well. Angel number 1212 will also have another additional meaning for you guys. You guys can just go on Google, type in angel number 1212, and you guys will know what that's about, especially if this is in regards to some sort of twin flame, higher level soulmate connection. So I also want to let you guys know as well that you and your person are very much mirroring each other at this time as well too, because this is a 12 here, this is a 12 here. So again, when you shift, they shift. When you shift, they shift. And it's like you guys are working in collaboration. Even if you are in a separation or limited to no contact, it's like when you make changes, they make changes. You make changes, they make changes. And this is driven by the passion of love, because I'm noticing this heart here on her chest. So it's like your love for each other is what is making this shift or this change now take place in regards to this connection. So let's see what else wants to come forward. But I'm hearing significant changes need to be made, you know? You can no longer live a mediocre. And like in the dream as well, like I woke up and I said to myself, I was like, I'm no longer going to be living. I was like, I was rehearsing in my mind. When I woke up from the dream, I just felt like I had so much, like a burst of energy. And I was like, fuck, am I a vampire? Why the fuck am I gonna live in the shadows, being in a third party situation? I was like, fuck that. I was like, if he ever thinks that he can come to me with that bullshit, he could go. That's what I said in my dream. So maybe that's the vibe that you guys are going to be also downloading in terms of your truth, that this third party template is no longer going to be able to stand. Something has to change. You're not going anywhere, so they need to clean up their act, or they need to change their situation. So we also have here allowing success and good fortune into your life, part of a greater collective. So this is about letting success, good things happen to you by realizing that you deserve the best. So this is about releasing any guilt that you may feel, especially if, let's say, you need to let your person go, or your person needs to let someone go. Maybe you feel guilty of maybe they have children or other dynamics involved, thinking about the sake of the kids. No, choose yourself. If you know that this is your person or this is your true love, it doesn't matter what they have on their side. It matters about what works for you versus what works for everyone else. You matter. So don't let anyone tell you anything else differently. We also have your journey to the miraculous. New opportunities await you. So yeah, new opportunities are waiting to ground. As I said, the more that you release what no longer serves, this will allow a shift in your template, a shift in your timeline, and an attunement, I'm hearing as well, of your process to then take place. So I'm also seeing here the mirror, right? So very much mirroring vibes happening with you and your person. So you guys might also want to research a little bit more about the possum, spirit animal, and I'm also noticing the cat. The cat is also a protector type of animal, and the badger as well. It may also be significant for you guys as well. And we have wolves here. We also have bee energy, ladybug energy, and butterfly energy as well. So this may also resonate. I'm also hearing ferns. So fern energy in terms of plants life may also resonate for you guys as well. And I also heard Alice in Wonderland when I looked at this card too. So maybe Alice in Wonderland might have some significant messages for you as well. Let's get some moonology. Let's see what the moon cards want to say. This is all about setting healthy boundaries for you this full moon. Emotions are running high. Super moon. Exactly. So maybe this is a time of emotional turmoil, or you're feeling disconnected. But this is all meant to happen so that things that are in your subconscious will be brought to the light for you to purge and transcend, is what I'm hearing as well. So just know that your emotions that you're feeling are perfectly okay. And this is all a part of the alchemical process in terms of helping you release what no longer serves. especially a lot of templates, things that had been running for even lifetimes, could even be centuries. You and your person had been in this third party situation, or in a situation with somebody, you know, or in a career that you didn't like, or in some sort of family setup that wasn't resonating, or, you know, staying with friends because of familiarity. This full moon is allowing you to finally release that and work on yourself. Releasing those lands, long-standing, so land. So it could be even like, I don't know why I said land. Spirit, why did you tell me to say land? So it could be, okay, land your truth. I don't know what that is. Okay, let me pull some cards. Okay, so what were you referring to, Spirit, when you said land? Okay, so it's like, it's going to help with some sort of grounding is what I see here as well. It's like some sort of foundation. A new foundation needs to be built. And it's very much going to help you tap more into your masculine energy. I'm noticing here the grass beneath this person's feet and them standing firmly on the ground. So it's like they've been carrying some sort of dead weight, or something that has been with them for a very long time. You're going to be letting that go and realizing that it's a burden. It's not your cross to bear. You're going to be focusing that energy inwards and really working on yourself, right? Allowing yourself to feel grounded in a new and profound way. Working on your foundations, the way in which you were raised, you know, your traditions, your beliefs, your ideologies. This is what you're going to be working on. And you're going to be grounding a new foundation. So the land is actually reference to grounding, right? So maybe this has been making you feel off balance recently, you know? Having to have this conversation or having to speak your truth has been making you feel guilty, you know, and it has been affecting you because you just feel like there's something you need to let someone know, and you're afraid to let the person know or people know because of fear of rejection or what they will think. But this is going to allow you an opportunity to really work on developing that throat chakra as well, and work on your communication. You know, this is what's going to help with that, right? And this is all about choosing yourself, the Nine of Pentacles. So this is also going to be giving an energy of you finally being able to you know, work on the fruits of your labor, building a different timeline for yourself. You know, being able to build something new and stable in the material world and otherwise as well, and transform your life. And I'm noticing all the blue here. So there's definitely going to be some sort of push for you to speak up and to speak your truth is also what's going to be coming up this full moon. Right? So that you're able to get great benefits and good fortune for your life. You know, choosing yourself rather than choosing someone else. Taking on other people's karma. I feel like these wands here are a representation of others' karma that you may have been toting around on your back as well for a very long time. So you might be with someone that already had issues or problems, or maybe previous children from another relationship, and you might have been carrying that for a very long time. Or there's a divorce that needs to happen here as well, and you know that, but you're afraid to walk away from the person because you're afraid of ridicule, you're afraid of what people may think. This full moon is going to finally allow you to release that baggage that you've been carrying for a very long time, so that you can start reaping the benefits of the fruits of your labor. I feel that you might have been overextending, overinvesting in love, overinvesting in connections. And this is what may have had you feeling that your energy has been depleted as a result of this. All because you've been helping tote around somebody else's problem. Leave people to their problems. It's not for you to problem solve their issue. They need to solve their problem. And that was probably the message also in the dream as well, was allowing me to realize that my person has to solve their own problems. I'm not here to fight their battles. I have my own battles, my own Ten of Wands that I have to also release as well. But if you are in a twin flame or higher level soulmate dynamic, the more that you hang on to this energy of codependency and thinking, you know, fear of rejection, or fear of, you know, if I release them, will they actually come back, or fear of abandonment, or, you know, rejection, or whatever your vice is. It could even be an addiction, right, that you and your person may share. The more that you hold on to this, the more baggage or the more karma that is generated. But this is a great time, I'm hearing, for the moon cycle to release that. I'm noticing the moon here as well. So with this moon cycle, you finally getting the courage to release that is what is going to finally break years, centuries, lifetimes of karma that has been transcending for you and your person, just by you letting go of what no longer serves. You have to be the one to be brave and take action. Release fear, because fear is what keeps people stuck in the same cycles, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, repeating the same lessons that no longer resonate. This fear energy is what keeps people stuck for so long, you know, in their pain. all because they're afraid of what people may think, or fear of rejection, or fear that if they release the person, then they won't be able to get them back. But fear is a form of control, right? So release the control energy, release the masculine version of self, right? Because I'm noticing the stags here as well. Stags are very masculine in energy as well. It's good as a, let's say if you are the intuitive twin or a divine feminine watching this, it's great to have masculine energy, but when that masculine energy is on imbalance, this is all about fear, control, domination, right? It's giving like the emperor reverse type of vibes, and needing to release that so you're able to allow opportunities to come into your life. You know, the door here is waiting, the portal is here, but will you accept? I feel that all of these spirit animals here in this imagery is actually encouraging you to walk through that door. You might not know what might be on the other side, because I'm noticing here as well the planets and the stars, and it's very unknown. You know, the universe is still not 100% known to us. But at the same time, is it worth it staying in something that just doesn't feel right, that doesn't align with this fortune that you want to receive? So the time is now to actually be able to level up and become the greater part of the collective. There are many people that can benefit from your experience just by you changing and working on yourself. And sometimes people need people to actually tell them the truth of how they really feel, so that they will get the wake-up call as well and realize that it's time for them to also make changes. It's like a domino effect. So as a DF watching this, if you are in a twin flame or higher level soulmate dynamic, you shift, your person shifts, and the people around them change too. So this is all a part of the greater collective. Because one collective, we are all connected. Even if you are in a third party situation, just know that you are connected to that karmic as well, because the karmic wouldn't exist if you and your person were completely in alignment. The karmic serves as a tool to show your person their worst qualities so that they're able to make adjustments as well too. And the karmic also can change. But when you realize that, this is when success can then enter your life. And a lot of us get hung up over the idea that, you know, if only they would leave the karmic, then we would be with our person. No, if only you would change, then this would allow your person to change too. But when we hold on to things that don't resonate with us, this is when we stay in the same cycles of pain over and over again. Don't allow yourself to be a glutton for punishment. Tell yourself that you deserve more. Miracles await for you. Things happen every day if you actually try. The universe is a loving and giving, an abundant mindset type of place. But if you stay in the shadows, refusing to change, then how can miracles enter your life? New opportunities await you. It's right here. So if you've been thinking that, oh wow, my luck has been shit, or I haven't been getting things, Spirit is waiting for you to take action so that they can give you what you need to fulfill yourself and to improve your life in ways that you may not have believed would have been manageable, would have been obtainable. The time is now. The tour is here. Walk through that door. What are you waiting for? What do you have to lose? You've already come this far, and it's clear that you're not happy here, so therefore changes need to be made. Transform into this rose. Be your best self. Allow love, prosperity, blessings, and new beginnings to enter your life. They're waiting. Look, let me bring this card up to you guys. They're waiting. They are waiting for you to make a change. The time is now. And I'm noticing Jupiter as well in the background. So Jupiter is a planet that is all about expansion, broadening your horizons. You might be a Sagittarius or resonate with that energy as well too. But because of this fear, you just have to put one foot in front of the next, and take action. So if you guys are confused and don't really know in terms of what you need to do to work on yourself, you guys can WhatsApp me. I have that new feature now. We can book a chat. We can talk about, you know, what's been going on and how you might be able to make some changes. You know, what are your fears? What are your insecurities? What can you do to shift to your highest timeline? But don't stay in a bad situation because of fear. It's all going to be coming up for you to heal that. You know, heal it and be able to move forward and transcend and live your best life. So healing through challenge, right? So this is all about going through that fire, you know, being able to walk through. so that you can recharge. And I'm noticing the red here. So this is going to help with repairing your root, your throat chakra. I'm also noticing crown as well with the pink energy, and third eye, right? So that you can, heart. This is going to help you with unlocking, leveling up is what this ascension is going to help. And it might be hard to have these conversations or to walk away or to go through these challenges, but it's all a part of the higher perspective and the learning process for you to walk into your best life. So that's what I have for you guys. If it resonates, don't forget to like, as well as you guys can follow. You guys can also subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'm sending you guys lots of love and light. And if you need that clarity, book that reading, book that chat one-to-one. We can talk about what needs to happen here to help you in terms of manifesting your highest timeline. Because it seems like you have all these portals here waiting for you, but fear is what's standing in your way. So thank you guys so much for watching. Love and light. Take care. Hey, my wonderful pal number 3. So if you guys are new returning, I welcome you. My name is Angie and I am a Twin Flame channel. So if you like the way that I read and you resonate with the messages, you guys can check out my website. It's angiesawakening.com if you'd like to book a personal and private reading. The information and links will be left in the description bar of this reading. So before we actually tap in, I wanted to let you guys know that this full moon or this eclipse cycle in regards to your love life may actually reveal some secrets or something that may have taken place in the past is what I'm picking up on. Because before I had tapped in, I had to actually clear off some memory from my camera in regards to recording this reading, as well as I had received a call from my accountant. So with that being said, it could be some sort of finalization, some sort of plan. I also heard the message running out of time. So there's something about timing that may be coming up in terms of this eclipse cycle for you. So this is if you chose the Desert Rose. So let's see what this is. We have Libra, the idealistic. So cooperation, balance, socially aware, artistic, people-pleasing, fair, idealistic, aesthetic, choosy, inspirational, geometric, graceful, considering, obligating, indecisive, judgmental, and flattering. So already I felt the need to say that there was some sort of indecisive energy that might have happened, or you've been feeling quite indecisive lately. So this full moon cycle is going to help with making some sort of decision that might be fair or practical for yourself. So this might actually bring forth some sort of needing to balance some things in order for something new to ground or something else to take place. So there's some sort of consideration that will be needed for this full moon. You may also resonate as someone who is a Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising as well. We also have here the 10th house, which is all about reputation. So reputation is typically how we see ourselves in the world, how we look at ourselves, how we look at life and society. So it's interesting because my accountant has been doing some of my filing and my taxes and whatnot. And a lot of it was due to my career. So things I have been doing, projects I have been working on. There's some more information that she needed. So that's why she had contacted me. So for those of you guys who are watching this as well, I feel like there's something about your career that's going to be coming to the forefront in terms of reviewing and needing to work on in terms of helping you achieve some sort of sense of purpose. For some of you guys, I'm also hearing as well that this actually might be a closure of a cycle, or a closure of a job or a situation that you may have been with for quite some time. So this is also about taking on different responsibilities and working on different types of ways of viewing yourself, or how you see yourself in the world, how you have been showing up, how you have been presenting yourself. You know, I think for a lot of you guys, you may want a connection, a love connection or relationship that is harmonious and balanced, but it seems like maybe the opposite might be happening, where there's some sort of disconnect or indecisiveness that might be happening. Maybe you thought that some sort of connection, you guys could have been a power couple, you guys could have worked together in the material world. Maybe you would have received a lot of fame, or people may have really enjoyed or really looked up to you because you were able to get someone who was quite great or had a lot of great qualities. But then when you got to the meat and potatoes of the situation, you might have realized that you and this person might not have the same type of views about life, relationships, connections. There's some sort of disconnect is what I'm feeling here as well. But this is happening so that you're able to figure out your purpose in regards to this lifetime, what you've been sent here to do. Let's see what else is coming forward. We have the 9th house, seeking. So a lot of you guys, I feel like, are going to be going on some sort of spiritual quest. You guys might be taking a risk. Some of you guys might be moving homes as well. You guys might be leaving behind something that you may have held on to for a very long time. It could be in regards to a belief system, a custom that you're used to. Something of the norm or the status quo is what I'm feeling like is going to be shifting this moon cycle. So some sort of long-standing belief in regards to maybe school or education, or traveling or going places or trying something new, is what is going to be coming to a closure or an end, so that a new perspective can then be created as a result of this situation. I feel for a lot of you guys might feel called to go and travel to new places, or go and take a vacation, go and spend some time alone, go and spend some time in contemplation. You guys might be called to look into some sort of spiritual group, or look for a guru or a mentor of some sort as well, in terms of figuring out the meaning of life, figuring out why we're here, your purpose, your calling, what you've been sent here in this lifetime to do. A lot of you guys might be taking that on as well, or looking into this. Some of you guys may be thinking about how you can build some sort of empire with the person that you're with, or thinking, is this going to be fulfilling for me in the long haul? Am I getting all of my needs met in the connection that I've been a part of? Am I just settling for something just because of convenience, rather than it actually being aligned with my belief system or what I actually believe in? So a lot of you guys are going to be doing a review on this in regards to, looking at some of maybe your people pleasing that you may have had in the past, or, trying to be fair to everyone. So then that means you sacrificed yourself as a result of this. A lot of you guys are going to be looking at the higher perspective of this dynamic, because you guys are going to be realizing that there's something here more than what meets the eye, or you're being called to level up into some sort of higher standing or a higher position as well. Let's see what else is coming forward in this read. We also have body. So body also came out in pile number 1. There might be additional messages in there for you, pile number 3. So it says, what parts of you need to look at more closely? What is functioning, not functioning in areas of your life? How do you feel about your body? So this is all about reflecting back and having that comparison to self. So a lot of you guys are going to be going through a redefinition or self-discovery period, where you're going to be looking at what's currently working in your life versus what is not working. But I feel that there's some sort of love interest or relationship that is mirroring this aspect to you, where this person might be showing you the shadowy parts of yourself, and then this is then calling for you to need to go inwards in regards to making some significant changes, is what I see here as well. You guys are also going to be looking at how you feel about yourself, how you've been showing up in the world. Your intersectionality is what you guys are going to be really taking a good hard look at in the next in this moon cycle that's now coming forward, the eclipse. This is what's really going to show you what's been hidden within the self-conscious. On one hand, you might be showing up in the world one way, but internally you are someone completely different. Maybe you had to put on this mask or persona, or a characteristic of yourself, a form of yourself, which is a shadowy aspect of self that is going to be coming up in terms of purging, renewal, transmuting this moon cycle as well. I'm also noticing the red. So this is all related to the root chakra. So root chakra is where we house a lot of our fears, our insecurities, our belief system about family, relationships, how we've been showing up. This could also be childhood trauma that's also being called to be addressed as well. Because of maybe some sort of traumatic event or experiences you may have had in childhood, this may have been a result where you have been maybe playing it small in your life because of fear. And so you've been stuck in a lot of the same cycles, with same type of people or characters, or people in relationships that might not be available mentally, spiritually, or emotionally for you. But because of this wounding, you're not able to properly function and show up in the world that you want to. Maybe you have a few extra pounds that you need to lose or want to work on. This is all going to be brought up for you to then have to look at and transmute and really work on this moon cycle. Because I feel a lot of you guys watching this, intuitively that this is no longer working. Your body is not in alignment with your higher self. And you're being called to look at this and make a difference in regards to how you've been showing up in the world. And within yourself, most importantly, because your outer world is actually a reflection of your inner world. So if it is that you don't have a good relationship with yourself, or there are parts of yourself that you don't like, then you can't expect that people are going to like these attributes about you, right? Because people can only show up or treat you how you treat yourself. So if you don't have a good relationship with yourself, then how is it that people can have a great relationship with you? They're only going to mirror to you the parts of yourself that you're not seeing, so that you're able to shift that and change if you're not liking the outcome. You can change your story at any time. If you're not happy with your narrative, you're not happy with your story, then this is now calling for you to have to make adjustments that are necessary so that you can have your fulfillment and sense of happiness within yourself, so that that can then be mirrored, right, based upon this mirror here. So that can be mirrored and shown to you. Maybe there's a counterpart that you're not happy with, or you want to be with your counterpart, but you're afraid of, rejection, or you're afraid of what people may think if you leave behind something that no longer resonates. This cycle is going to call for you to really take a good hard look at, am I really happy with where I'm currently at? Can I make changes? Can I walk away from what no longer serves me? This is what's been going to be brought up in terms of you to heal and transcend as well. Let's see what else Spirit wants to say. We also have celebration and social occasions. So are you concerned about commitment? So this is it again. So maybe there is a commitment here that's being tested. Maybe you're in a commitment with someone else that no longer resonates, or maybe you need to make a better commitment with yourself. And this is what's going to be mirrored to you this moon cycle as well. Do you have fear about social situations? So maybe you've been called to go out or see new people or test or try new things, but you've been afraid to do that because you're afraid of rejection, or you're afraid of, interacting with someone else or getting back out on the dating scene. But this is calling for you to actually release that and try to work on getting back out there in the dating scene and work on, yourself, right? So that you're able to manifest better relationships or better connections. This is also saying, would you like to break free from what repressed you? So this is, again, going back to that family room, going back to that beginning, how you were raised, why you have these fears, these insecurities, what happened to you in the past. This is all about looking for that and seeking that truth, going on that pilgrimage, that quest of self-discovery. Life is all about rediscovering yourself and rediscovering yourself over and over again. You're always going to be ascending. You're always going to be leveling up. You're always going to be learning more about yourself as you age, as you go through experiences. So maybe there's an experience or a connection, could even be a past love interest that has been a major block for you in regards to being able to finally be able to break free from this situation you may have found yourself in, or being able to be receptive and open up to the love that is waiting for you. What happened to you in the past is what I keep hearing from Spirit. What happened in the past? What happened in love connections? What happened in relationships? What happened to you? Why have you been showing up this way? It seems like, there's parts of it that may be working, but there are parts of it that's not working. And if the cons are greater than the pros, then a decision needs to be made. Whether it is that you leave that person, you cut out that situation, you walk away from it, something has to shift here in this timeline because it's not working for you. Let's see what else Spirit wants to say. We also have the key to success is to open your heart. So this is all about healing that heart chakra. Right? When we heal trauma, we heal our heart, because that is the gateway to the upper chakras. I'm noticing the key here. So a lot of you guys have been powering through life, only operating on your lower 3 chakras, which is root, sacral, and solar plexus. You guys have not even began to even unlock your full potential. Once you go through that heart awakening, the sky is the limit, because then you'll be able to shift your timeline and see things through a different perspective, a more evolved version of self. But if you stay in this energy of not wishing to address what is currently not functioning or working well, then it's going to be difficult for you guys to unlock your upper chakras, right? When you operate through our upper chakras, we're able to see things in more of a holistic perspective rather than just surface level, right? This is ego-based identity versus being able to operate and work in a truthful sense of identity and self. When we operate through shadow, it's really difficult to understand the perspective of other people. So maybe there were lessons that you needed to learn, and you have resentments or grudges towards these experiences. People are only showing up to you the way that you show up for yourself. Again, this goes back to the relationship with the self. How you relate to yourself, or how people see you, is based upon how you see yourself. People can't see you better than how you see yourself, So if it is that you are living your life in ego, the time has now come to release this ego as well. And work on what is actually for you versus what is not for you. So let's see what else wants to come forward as well. You guys got to go through that heart awakening. Massive heart awakening needs to happen here. A massive ego death actually needs to happen in this situation. Maybe you guys are holding on to a relationship or a connection based upon, you know, stability or a false sense of stability, when deep inside you're not happy here. You know, your heart, it really is with someone else or something else, but because of fear, you stay in this because your ego is large and you think that this idea or this image that you have built is your identity. But Spirit is saying no, they're coming to bring the tower down, that you will be able to shift and change that so that you're able to follow your dreams and passions rather than living life in ego. And a lot of you guys may believe actually that no, you actually live with heart space, but no, there's a lot more healing that is required here. You haven't even began to scratch the surface of your potential. We have here, don't let your past hold you back. South Node. So exactly, this is all because of your past, which is what has created this challenge for you. You have to let that go now and understand that this identity was really just born of the ego because of fear and because you wanted to protect yourself. But you no longer have to live in that mask. You no longer have to live in the shadows. You no longer have to be this false sense of persona that you created. You can be authentically yourself now. It's safe for you to love. It's safe for you to unlock your blessings. It's safe for you to step into this energy of wholeness within self. You know, drop your guard, drop your defenses. It feels like also there's some sort of defense mechanism that's here as well that needs to be shed. There's a lot of work here, I feel, that needs to be done in pod number 3 because, you know, you guys have been staying in something because of convenience rather than realizing that it may not be working. Maybe this connection you're with, you're really in love with your twin, but because you may have built a life with someone else, you stay with another connection because of convenience or maybe the sake of children or whatever your story is. You know, just putting that example out here. But at the end of the day, you're only really hurting yourself because that person will never be able to love you unconditionally the way that you love yourself because you don't have this good relationship with self. Maybe you're someone as well that's used to or accustomed to taking care of everyone else and then you neglect yourself as a result. The time has come for you to shed that now. You know, you don't have to be that caretaker, right? Being a caretaker is actually a form of codependency. I was actually telling Paul number 1, you know, get yourself a book, start reading. I'll show you the book that I've actually been reading, as I'm someone as well who has struggled with codependency for a lot of my life because I grew up in a single parent dynamic. So I was responsible as the oldest person in the home to take care of my younger siblings. And as a result of that, this type of template was created where I always felt the need or obligation to take care of everyone around me rather than taking care of myself. And actually, I started to you know, work on myself more, right? I lost over 120 pounds in the last year, but I'm like, I gotta lose my last 50. Why am I holding out? So maybe there's something more work that's required here that you guys have been holding on. I'm like, no, I gotta bring myself fully into balance. So I actually had to cut out a lot of people and tell them that I need time. I need to work on myself. I can't tell you that I can't say for sure I'll be back, or I can't say for sure when I'll return, if I'll return, but I know that I gotta heal now. So this is where I feel like a lot of you guys really would benefit from taking that pilgrimage. You don't necessarily have to take that trip per se, but just a mental break from everything, because I feel that you've gone through a lot. You have been taking care of everyone else but yourself. And as a result of this, this full moon is really going to be showing you that in regards to how you have been neglecting the self and putting everyone else before yourself. This is where we develop a lot of cynicism, a lot of mistrust, a lot of anger, frustration, because we put everyone else's needs before our own. If we only we have one job to do, and that is to focus on the self. We focus on ourselves, then other people will have to figure out their problems. But when codependency is present, we can't do that. And that's where we then become frustrated with our progress. We actually slow our progress down by taking care of other people when we only have one job to do. We came into this life by ourselves, and even if you're a twin or whatever, you still have to create that distinction between you and them. They are their own person. Everyone has free will. You know, they have their free will, you have your free will. Or if it is a karmic connection or whatever it is that you are part of, leave that person to figure out their situation, or leave people to figure out their own issues. You have one job, and that is to yourself. So this is a book that I graciously bless you guys with if you want to have a look. So this is Codependent No More by Melody Beattie. It's an amazing book. I started reading this book, and trust me, my third eye was lit after I read this. I was like, bro, all this time, you know, But this is what trauma does, right? Trauma really rewires the brain, where we then develop some sort of complex that's born of the ego, where we think we have to solve everyone, which is a form of control, which really control is fear in disguise. When we release control and we leave people to figure out their situation, they have no choice but to sit in silence and actually do their healing, because you're no longer propping them up, right? So there's an energy here of needing to leave people to their own situations. Do not get involved. Work on yourself. Release what no longer serves. I feel like your future is calling you, but you have been denying or resisting your transformation. But this full moon is going to mirror that to you, so that you actually move into the energy of grace, right? You recover into grace. You move into bringing yourself back into balance. I feel for a long time you guys have been burning the candles at both ends, but now the time has come for you to actually work on your healing and transcend your karma, and realize. And after you come out of this quest or pilgrimage, you can then determine whether or not you wish to stay in communication with people, places, or things that might not necessarily be for your highest good anymore. We also have Banquet for the Soul. So this is all about replenishing your soul, being connected to your self-conscious, being connected to trees, animals, life force energy, being able to meditate and connect with Gaia, This is what is calling for you to do now, so that you're able to shift your timeline. You're able to step more into this energy of authenticity. You're able to be more of your authentic self. You're able to find your purpose. A lot of you guys are struggling. You don't know what your purpose is. I've now introduced a Live with Angie chat. If you have questions, you guys can chat with me, talk to me. We can work through your issues, and you can come to some sort of consensus. You guys can check out my website if you'd like details. So that's what I have for you guys in pile number 3. If this resonates, don't forget to like as well as follow me or subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'm sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care.